Hey guys, welcome. This is Denarius Lewis with Motivated Mentors, DenariusLewis.com, training and building entrepreneurs to success. What I'm going to talk about today is going to be why I left college. It's going to be a touchy subject for a lot of kids. I have a lot of friends who have, graduated college at this point. Congratulations to them. Nothing, no offense taken. I don't really, congratulations, you guys finished college. I never take that a shine away from me. I have friends who are, just graduating college, and I'm happy for them in every single way. But I'm going to have the reason why I left college. I left college at 19 years old to never look back. And I had a friend just ask me this past weekend, "Hey, would you ever go back?" And I said, I pondered and I thought to myself, no. I could go back to college anytime I choose to. But do I want to go back to college ever? I would say no. And I'll tell you the reason why. When I was 19, I went to college. Actually, go back. I graduated high school, Burnsville, Minnesota, 2011. Went to college in Iowa. I was on two great sports teams, a national champion wrestling team, a national champion cross country team. Met a lot of cool people. Did not like Iowa. I met fun people there, but did not like the areas too much. It wasn't my cup of tea. I left that school. I had a 3.6 GPA average. College is very easy for me. I had a couple of choices. Where do I want to go after that? I only spent a year in Iowa. My choices were to go to Florida, college in New York, Baylor, or Nevada. And I chose Sierra Nevada College, a great place. I love it. Still like the people. Still miss the people I met there. I haven't been back there since 2012. But had a great time out this Sierra Nevada College. Lived the cool hippie life. Paddle boarding, mountain climbing, hiking, all that fun stuff, and it was great. I had a great time. Nothing complained, and school was really expensive. It was like $44K a year. I only went there for a semester, but I learned a lot from that semester, and from going from Sierra Nevada College, I transferred to St. Cloud. So at this point, I'm 19, going on 20. I've been to 3 colleges in basically 2.5 years. So went to college in St. Cloud, Minnesota. I was very entrepreneurial. So this is the reason why I went to college. Got to go all the way back to being 15. So when I was 15, I saw the movie called The Social Network. And when I saw that movie, I was like, I want to do something. So what I did was when I was 15, I made my first website. One of the things I wanted to do when I was 15 was create an interface in regard to when you log into Facebook. I'm a big Craigslist guy. I've always been Craigslist. Anyone knows me. I've done so many trades in Craigslist. I've traded an iPhone 5 for a moped, drove the moped to Iowa to visit my girlfriend back in the day, and whole different story. I'll make a different video about that. But I'm big into Craigslist, but Craigslist sometimes isn't safe. So what I wanted to do was build an interface where you can log into Facebook, have Craigslist, all those different things, and I'm not going to tell it because someone's going to invent it. I don't have a problem with it, care less. But I was always an entrepreneur at 15 years old, and I was selling iPhones, making money, all these cool things. So when I wanted to go to college, I wanted to find someone who could help me build my business, build my dream, build what I want to see my life for myself. So I went to college in Iowa, got distracted with sports and all this thing. I couldn't find the people. Well, Iowa was not the place I wanted to go to meet entrepreneurs. So I went to school in Nevada. Went out there for, business competition, all those cool things. They had a program that you submit your idea, and you can get into a competition to win funding for your idea. So I was like, that's my calling. So I went to school out there. Didn't work out for me with that business idea. A lot of people didn't see the vision I saw, so I had to leave that school to go to another school. I went to St. Cloud, and same vision. Went there, and what I did when I was 19, I started my very first business, Zombie Doodle Enterprises. I started my first app called Zombie Doodle 1 for iPhones and iPads, and that was fun. Met up with my friend Tevin. Came up with the idea. I hired a company over in China to create my idea, my app. It only cost me $600 American US dollars. And so, obviously, from day one, I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to be in control of my life and what I wanted to do with it. Well, I sat down in math class, and I was just thinking. It just felt like going to class was like a cancer. It wasn't what I wanted to do. I knew even if I had a degree, I wasn't going to. I was going to get a degree. It just wasn't something I truly wanted to do inside. I went to college, obviously when you get out of high school, you want to go to college and do the typical thing, because once you get out of high school, you're 18 years old, 17 years old, and you don't even know what you want to do with your life. You don't know. And you just think, hey, let's just go to college because that's what everyone does. I did what everyone did, and I didn't find any happiness doing what everyone does and did. So one day, I just stopped showing up to class. And I focused on what I wanted to do. I started reaching out to newspapers, telling them, hey, I have this app. I'm looking to get into the newspaper. I reached out to St. Cloud Times. I reached out to all these people. And, well, life got in the way. I got into the college. I'm 20. I just turned 20. And I spent the summer being very broke. Because I was chasing my passion, which I learned a lot from there. I survived the whole entire summer of 2013 with only my $1.78 in my name. It was a very challenging time, but I had a dream and a vision. I had no car license or permit, so the only way I got around was a longboard. And I was 20 years old, still chasing my dreams. Had an app in the app store, getting people to download it, making a little money I made from it. Life goes in the way. I'm 21 now, and my life changed so dramatically, and I've learned so much more outside of a classroom than I'll ever learn in the classroom. Currently, I read 3 books a week. I'm all about personal development. I meditate. I write down my goals. I accomplish them. I'm all about the vision boards, law of attraction. And I've been so much happier outside of the classroom. What school teaches you is to work for someone else and to build someone else's dreams. Sometimes, you might have a vision of, what you want to make in a year span, but I'm really not into, the 9-to-5 jobs. I've done it. I've been a debt collector. I've worked in the banking system. I've cleaned out houses. I've worked at Dairy Queen. I've done those positions. All those positions do is make you live paycheck to paycheck. And as a debt collector, I'm calling kids to pay back their student debts, adults. And people are 45 years old, whatever age, and they have the degrees, they have their masters, they have all these things, but they're still not happy. I've called a lady who was 25 years old once. She had graduated college. She was in $200,000 in debt, and she just had a newborn child, and she started crying on the phone. I'm 20 years old this time, and I'm working this job so I can get back into go to school. And I hearing all these stories of all these people who graduate with their degrees, not be happy with it, and why some people have to even go back to school because they weren't making enough money with the degree they went for. And I was just like, that's not the road I want to go down. And I started developing my skills of communications. I used to stutter a lot. I've had 9 concussions from wrestling. And I started to focus on what I really wanted, what I wanted to do for myself was not to be in the norm. I can't work a 9-to-5 job. I just can't do it. I'm a human being. How dare someone tell me, hey, I have to take a lunch at this time. I have to eat I eat when my body wants to eat. I don't eat when someone tells me to eat. How dare someone say I only can take a 15-minute bathroom break or whatever it may be. I've been in those positions, being rushing back to the clock because I have to take a 15-minute break. That's I am not a robot. I am a human being. I use the restroom when my body tells me to, and I eat when my body tells me to. And I don't want someone to tell me, hey, I have to be somewhere at a certain time or else. How dare you say no one's going to be in control of my life. That's never going to be happening. I've always been like that ever since I was a kid. I was typically a bad kid, being so disobedient, but I knew from, as a 5-year-old kid that, I was going to have control over my life, and my mom did not like it. I could tell you, I have plenty of stories of me, being a disobedient child, but what I want to illustrate with this video is just a lot of people, go into the norms. A lot of people don't know what their lives to look like. They just don't know. And I've been there. I've been there. And I'm not dissing the college. I mean, there's so many different things that are wrong with the college system. A lot of the books you spend, for instance, let's say you're going to school for business, whatever it may be. There are books in Barnes & Noble for $20 that will teach you how to build your own business, who to reach out to build your business, and how you can come up with funds to build a business. I was going to school for business and spending thousands of dollars on a business book that I didn't even read unless it was for a test. The books, when you go to college, you skim through the books for the highlighted words that are going to be on the test. but you just don't really take in the context of what the book is really teaching you. Because you're spending $500 on a book, you just for to take tests, highlight stuff, all that stuff just to resell the book to never have the knowledge again. That's really what college books are. Resold books of knowledge that no one really takes in just to really gain the knowledge just for a test. And I've been a part of that. I don't support it. The books I read now, I have notes. I read them. I reread the books because it's taught me so much. People ask me, how did you become, why are you so motivated in life and all these other things? Because I read a book that was not a college book. I asked kids, hey, when's the last time you read a book? They were like, when were we required to read the Mockingbird? How to Kill a Mockingbird. I'm like, that's I don't know, 6th, 7th grade. And that's sad to say when a lot of people say, hey, I haven't read a book since 7th grade. And I'm just like, I read 12 books in the last, I don't know. I don't even know. Last 12 months in the last 2 or 3 months. 12, personal development books about, how to succeed in what the fields I want to succeed in and gain my traits. But those books, a lot of people, some people say they read books and the Twilight books and all the Chronicles of Narnia. Having a fantasy, that's awesome. I love my fantasy books. My favorite author is Christopher Pike. I've read those books, but if the book's not going to teach me something that I don't know about myself, I won't pick up the book. Because there's things I have to learn in life and about myself. And if I don't do it at the age I am now, I'll be coasting through life looking back on what I should have done and could have done if I hadn't done it. I'm 21 years old. I want to illustrate to people that no matter what age you are, you still can do whatever you want in your life. I see people on my Facebook who are 65 years old who are artists, who are gorgeous artists. But if they would have lived their life as an artist, they would have more. They might have more for themselves. I don't know. I don't know anyone's financial situation beside my own. But what I want to illustrate is that the reason why I left college is because I had to find something about myself, and I found so much more outside of college room. A lot of kids go to college and they're not happy. They're taking Adderall. I've met so many mentally sad people in college, doing something because of their parents. They want to make their parents happy. But their true passion was art. Their true passion was, being a radio top, whatever. You can do those. You can be so successful without a college degree. Look at anyone who's ever created something. People who are carrying around iPhones. People who are carrying, look up to all these different people. They're college dropouts, and they had a dream that was bigger than a piece of paper. Than working for someone else. One of my favorite quotes is by 50 Cent. He says, I don't have a college degree. I didn't go to Harvard, but the people who work for me did. And it just it baffles me because you can do what you want with your life. You just have to make a decision to do it. Life is we live in America. There's so much opportunity here. You can always get more money. You can never get more time. So use the times you have to get what you want. If you don't want money, by all means, you don't have to go chase it. But if you want to do something that's more than what you're currently doing, if it's a 9 to 5, find your passion and do it. It's very simple, guys. Again, this is Nary Lewis with their Motivated Mentors, NaryLewis.com, training and building entrepreneurial success. The reason why I left college is to find myself. And if you're in college and you haven't found yourself, I'm not going to recommend leaving college, but find yourself and your passions. Thank you guys for watching.